welcome to Hey Kids, Let's Draw. We're excited to draw a Halloween picture. What are we going to draw today, Kimball?
A Frankenstein.
Frankenstein? And who's Frankenstein?
Frankenstein.
A scary, scary monster. Can you do your best Frankenstein impersonation?
Maybe.
What? Show me. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. We're going to draw Frankenstein. Thanks for joining us on
Hey Kids, Let's Draw.
Okay, everybody, welcome to Hey Kids, Let's Draw. We're going to start with a black marker for our Frankenstein. Now, this drawing might be a little advanced for young drawers, but good luck, and here we go. So, let's find our middle of the page, kind of this imaginary line, and then make a cross. We're going to do a straight line for the eyebrow. So we're going to draw some eyes here. Good. Okay. Now on this side, we're going to do kind of this half circle. Good job. And we're going to do another one on this side. And these are going to be the eyes of Frankenstein. You can draw some half circle.
If you don't have the pupils, it kind of looks like Baymax.
Yeah, these are pupils, right?
If it didn't have it, it would kind of look like a mad Baymax.
There we go. Baymax from Disney.
Yeah.
So kind of find the middle line, this imaginary line, and we're going to do a nose. So it's going to go down, up. Kind of a little squiggly. Good job. And now we're going to do a mouth. It's going to be kind of frowning. So watch this. Kind of line it up with the eye. We'll do a dot, line this up with an eye. We'll do a dot, and we're going to connect those. Those will be the corner of the mouth.
Down.
Good. Here we go. We go up. There we go. Nice work. And then below this mouth, we're going to do kind of the bottom lip. Two little half circles. So it gives them a big bottom lip. All right. Okay. We're going to go back up to the eye area, and I'm going to draw two lines around to kind of create this big eyebrow for Frankenstein. Okay. And we're going to come back down to the middle area on this chin. I'm going to draw a chin. Now we're going to connect. I'm going to start up here. Watch this. I'll do a cheekbone, go around the mouth, and a big square to the chin. So watch this. Here we go. Cheekbone, around the mouth, and down to the chin. Boop. Good. Around the mouth and down to the chin. Good job, Kimball. Let's do this other side. Same thing. Cheekbone. And it kind of stops where the nose is. And then we're going to go around the mouth, down to the chin. Nice work. Okay, we're going to draw the neck part. Line down, and then we'll draw it to a point.
Near the rain.
It's raining outside, huh?
Raining hard.
We love the rain. It's fall, it's the leaves are changing colors where we live, and it's almost Halloween time to go trick-or-treating, huh? Should we draw the bolts over here? Coming out of his neck, we'll go over, up, over, down, draw them kind of big if you want. These are the bolts that always stick out of Frankenstein's neck, huh?
And I don't know why they do.
I guess we have to watch the show or read the book to learn. And Frankenstein was actually the mad scientist who created the monster. So, kind of crazy, huh? Okay, let's do some ears. We're gonna start about where these eyes, this line of eyes. We're gonna go ear down to the cheekbone. Same thing. Ear down to the cheekbone. Nice, looking good. Okay, so now Frankenstein's known for his big, kind of square forehead, right? But we're gonna round it off a little bit. So I'm gonna start at the top of this ear. I'm gonna go up and out, up and out. Good. Good job. Now to connect these two lines, instead of going straight across, I'm gonna do a little bit of an arc. You know what an arc is?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a rainbow.
Kind of like an arch, but skinny.
There you go. Good. Now we're gonna draw Frankenstein's hair. So we're gonna go right here and go up and stop, up and stop, and now we're gonna connect these with some fun little, you can do squigglies or you can do arcs. What should we do? What would you like? Arcs? Okay, let's try it. Make them however you want. There's his hair. Nice work. Okay. I'm going to complete his eyebrows real quick. He's got this big line that kind of comes over, and this one that kind of stops. Good job. Now think about Frankenstein. He's got, on the upper lip of a character is usually darker than the bottom. So I'm going to do a little bit of a lip. So over, this is kind of an advanced technique. And then we're going to color that in dark. And that represents the shadow of your upper lip, of the monster's upper lip, okay? Good job. Okay, and then finally, to complete the outline, let's do these kind of shoulders. We won't do the complete body, we'll just kind of do these shoulders. And it kind of gives us the Frankenstein outline. All right, we got a lot more to do, we're not done. So we're gonna press fast forward real quick. We're gonna color in the hair dark black. We're gonna color in the face a green, a lighter green, and then we'll start adding in shadows with a darker green. Does that sound good? Mm-hmm. Okay, tell them. Fast forward. Okay, so we have our Frankensteins colored in with the base color, our first green. Everybody get a darker green, and here's a darker green for you, Kimball. Okay, so our darker green we're going to use to color in some of these shadows. Now follow along, teach you how to draw some of these shadows. So over here on the head, we're going to do kind of color this slight, kind of a triangle shape. We're going to color that in dark. Okay. can bring it over here to the end. Yep. Make a triangle that goes up there to the top of the hair. Good. Now color that in. Looks great. See, we created a slight darker green shadow. We didn't go black because we don't want to do only black. Now under his eyes, he's got these dark circles under his eyes, so kind of these big dark circles. And this really turns Frankenstein into a dark monster. So color under those eyes with this darker green. There we go. Okay, can you do that? Good job.
There's just a box elder bug.
Some bug flew in. Must be fall time in our house, huh? Okay, while you're doing that, keep going.
Now the nature just turned into our house.
Over here on the ears, we're gonna do kind of this half circle on the ear and just color that in. Same thing over here, half circle. Color that in dark green. And that leaves the edge a lighter green. All right, let's go under the nose. So I'm gonna do kind of this 2 little half circles on the nostrils and then drop down and underneath. We'll color that in dark green. It's looking cool, looking scary, huh? That looks good, good job. Good. Now under this bottom lip, we're gonna do a shadow. So we're gonna go down and connect to the lip and color that in.
I'm kind of tiny with it.
Yep, it's okay. Now his neck has a big shadow, so we're gonna start at the chin, go down and up, and color that in dark green. You see how that worked? Just down on the neck. Now we're gonna color that in real quick. And that's the shadow of his chin, kind of dropping down on his neck. All right, so next we have the nose. We're gonna draw, to make him look kind of old, we're gonna do a line down. And this is kind of going down toward the edge of his mouth. A line down toward the edge of his mouth. Not all the way, but it just stops. See how that works? Yeah, good job. Do a couple mouth lines. We're gonna do some cheekbone shadows. So right here on this cheekbone, this thing is called the cheekbone. Watch this, we're gonna go down and come out and color that. Do the same thing over here, come out, connect it to the face and color that in dark green. All right, looking scary. Happy Halloween. Yours looks great, Kimball, good job. Did that make sense, what I was doing?
Mm-hmm.
So come over here to the under this cheekbone, make a little triangle. Yeah. Good. Now get your pointy part on the dark green. Okay. And we're gonna make this monster look a little old. So we're gonna do little lines that come up from the mouth. Just little ones. These are kind of like wrinkly lines. So there's a couple up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll do some down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are kind of like wrinkly.
Sometimes Frankenstein has stitches.
And we gotta add stitches, huh? What color should we do the stitches?
He usually has stitches on his mouth.
Should we do a black for the stitches?
Yes.
Okay, get your black marker, get the pointy end, and we'll do the stitches. Should we do it on this side or this side? We can choose. Should we do that one?
Left.
Left side?
Yeah.
So find a spot. You can either go straight down, but I like to curve mine a little, so I'm gonna go curve
I just get stitches
Okay.
a lot.
Kimball has had lots of stitches. He's bonked his head a bunch of times. Line.
I bonked one on a brick mailbox.
Okay. There's some stitches. Alrighty. So, let's color in the bolts a little gray. Should we do that? And I'm going to get this kind of dark gray. I'm actually just going to color the bottom in so it looks like it's shadowed underneath. Leave a little highlight.
Mine's more like a brown.
I like to add a little yellow. I'm gonna get a pointy yellow and I'll give this to you. Just a little bit of yellow, not the entire eye, but just underneath. See that? Just a little bit to add a little highlight. You can do the whole eye if you want, but then I'm gonna add a little yellow here to add a little highlight. Okay, do you wanna try that?
I know what I'm gonna do.
Now, to put the finishing touches on our Frankenstein monster, I've got some of these colored pencils. These are Prismacolors, and usually we use the white to add highlights, and we can do that.
And these are.
But I'm thinking about adding, I'm thinking about adding a little bit of yellow. What do you think? Or even light green. Okay.
These are kind of expensive.
Kind of expensive, he says. He knows his stuff.
He
There we
told
go.
me.
Okay, let's do, I'm gonna see what this light green.
It
Add
barely
a
even
little-
shows up.
That one barely shows up, so I'm not gonna use that one. Let's try a yellow.
There's a
Highlight,
dark green in the bottom.
highlight. That one barely shows up too. Add some yellow highlights to the ears. You're gonna use the white. Add some highlights. See, I'm following along, just adding some highlights, following these lines. Maybe on the cheekbone here. Maybe on the cheekbone over here with the yellow pencil. Add a little yellow on this nose. Add some yellow across this big eyebrow. Maybe some yellow on his lip, just to add some light. Maybe some yellow over here on his neck. Maybe a little yellow coming down there to kind of show the shape of the nose. Maybe a little yellow over here on this side. And what do you think? That doing pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
You want some yellow? Or do you like that white?
I'll use yellow.
Maybe we can even add a little white. Who knows? You add the yellow. I'll add a little white. Add a little white. Add a little white. Trace those stitches with white so it shows up a little better.
That's technically what I did.
Yeah. We are almost done. We can even add a little white on his hair if we want to make it look a little bit like real hair. I'm just scribbling a little bit. Real light, not too hard.
I'm gonna do a little bit of yellow down here.
And I think we're done with our Frankenstein monster. What do you think? Good job. Thanks for joining us on,
He gets a straw.
and we can't wait to see what your Frankenstein monsters look like.